bananas. That is how I would have described this theory if I didn't let it just marinate in my head for a little bit. It's Tony from the Venture Crew channel. Welcome back, and today we're talking about the crime of the Buccaneers. What cardinal sin did they commit? What crime did they commit to warrant them being eradicated by the world government? I think I have the answer, so let's just jump right into it, right? I love to give you guys an info dump. So, we know that 200 years ago, something happened at Marijuana. Something awoke. Something attacked. The Iron Giant. The Iron Giant is powered by the Drums of Liberation, seemingly, right? We can assume that because Luffy awakens Gear 5, again at Egghead, and then the Iron Giant, the eyes light up, you hear doom, 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 doom. You hear the Drums of Liberation, he wakes up. So how is it that 200 years ago, the Giant woke up, but the power hadn't been awakened in 800 years? Well, in this video, I want to come out and say the Buccaneers have the power of the Drums of Liberation. Clearly a much weaker version, but they do have it. Well, it relates once again back to the Bible and Christianity. So, Romans 8:11. The Spirit of God that rose Jesus from the dead lives within you. The power of Joy Boy must live within the Buccaneers, the power of Nika, the Drums of Liberation. Again, they have a weaker version, but they do have it, and this is probably the special ability that Vegapunk was talking about. And then the event that Vegapunk was talking about, you know, your people did once do something, was the attack on Marijuana, the Iron Giant. So, what could have happened? Well, my theory right now is that if enough Buccaneers got together and they maybe did their dance, did the Drums of Liberation, you know, we know that they like to mimic the beat. Kuma did this with his daughter, Clap did this with his son, and seemingly the Buccaneers probably all did this. It's just something they do. They worship Nika. So they were like doom 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 doom. They're humming the song, right? They're doing the dance. And maybe if they do that, they can somehow mimic the power, recreate the power of Nika, and thus create the Drums of Liberation, create that energy. And maybe they came across the ancient robot somehow. Maybe it was even in their possession. Maybe Joy Boy, when they lost the war, gave the giant to them and said, I need you to hold on to this for me. Perhaps the giant was defeated by Eam's forces, and he was like, okay, we need to put this guy somewhere. We're going to put him wherever the Buccaneers are at. Perhaps just one day they awoke some kind of energy, and it got up to go finish its original mission, attacking wherever is now modern-day Marijuana. This would be the crime. The government would be like, okay, these Buccaneers are dangerous. They were able to recreate this energy. We have to go find them and eradicate them or enslave them. Just get them separated, right? So maybe when Clap was shot, it wasn't just for the brutality of it, but because he was literally doing the Nika dance in the song. Maybe that was just a precautionary, like, we gotta, like, kill him. He's doing the thing. He's doing the Nika thing. We don't want that. Obviously, the world government and the celestial dragons are just evil pieces of crap, but that could have been maybe why, for all we know. We know that they've been hunted down for a while, enough to where Clap needed to hide himself, and when he was discovered, he was like, hey, you know, I'm the Buccaneer. Like, leave them out of this. But, you know, his family goes into slavery with him. And they're highly regarded as slaves for their strength, and I honestly think the strength is not because they have giant's blood. I doubt that the Buccaneers are the product of a giant and a human having a child, you know, their offspring. I think they're just referred to as having giant's blood because they're just unnaturally bigger people and stronger people. What if that power doesn't come from being a half giant in a sense, but has something to do with their ability to have the power of Nika and Joy Boy, just that great strength? I do believe Joy Boy was a Buccaneer himself, which would explain also why maybe they're being hunted down, just for being related to Joy Boy, being his ancestry. That could be why. But for all we know, and as far as I am concerned at the moment, it's because of that attack on Marijuana, because the Buccaneers reawoke the Iron Giant. So, back to Romans 8:11, you know, the power of God that rose Jesus from the dead is within you. Kuma getting back up after seemingly being dead because of the fact that Saturn, you know, presses the detonation button. The detonation, Vegapunk, as we know, made it to just power off Kuma, so he was just now a lifeless husk. His body gets up and he rushes over to save Bonnie. I don't think it's the established thing in this arc that, you can't override animal instinct. You've probably heard that enough from other theory YouTubers, but I think the reason why he got back up was simply because of his strong will, and the foundation of that is the Drums of Liberation, his faith in Nika. Shocks everyone. You even have Vegapunk like, this isn't scientifically possible, there's just no way. I guess we'll call it the power of love. Now, we know love is what Jesus preached most, and probably what Joy Boy did too. Love and joy and laughter and happiness, all of that was probably what Joy Boy, definitely what Joy Boy preached. So, this power, being within this race and being why they're so dangerous, just makes sense. They reawoke the Iron Giant. It went and attacked Marijua to finish its mission. Of course, it failed and it ran out of juice because the drums that come from just hundreds or thousands of Buccaneers may not even match slightly the power that Nika has or Joy Boy has, but it's enough to wake it up. That's the theory, I don't want to drag out this video. I just wanted to present it to you because I think it's pretty cool. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Subscribe and comment. Comment. Let me know how you feel about this theory because I think it's pretty valid. I think it would explain, that panel of Vegapunk saying, oh, that race has this ability, and yeah, one time they did this, right? So I think it makes sense. Hopefully you think it makes sense too. I love connecting this stuff back to Christianity, back to the Bible. Speaking of which, part 2 to the Jesus videos those videos are in development. It's going to be multiple parts, and I really hope to improve the quality in each one, maybe switch up how I present each one. So give me some feedback on that video. Go watch it if you haven't already. This theory does have something to do with it, and it does tie into it. And I think, honestly, I'm going to add a segment in part 2, which will be about the moment Joy Boy died, into this one. It'll talk about maybe how he blessed the Buccaneers to have this power. But that is for the next video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.